I don't really know if call this drama of just news, but whatever. The story is this: there's this 3D software called Blender. If you don't know what Blender is, Blender, it's a 3D software where you can do a bunch of stuff there. It's really versatile. You can do a million things there. Like in YouTube, I see people doing from 3D animations to 2D animation to Spider Verse animations to Lego stuff, modeling. I don't know. Even I have seen it, people use it for fashion or for architecture or for their physics system, whatever. It's really versatile. It's really powerful, and the most important part of it all, it's free. It's free. It's on the same level as the other, softwares, industry software, I guess, that big companies uses. Blender slowly has become not standard, but slowly has become an important key for the animation in the industry, for the animation process, specifically not only for things for like 3D, but also things like 2D. It because it's free and you can literally make 2D animations inside of Blender. You can do things like storyboarding, and there is like a video editor there also. Like I've seen some stuff, they look really good, and all that stuff. But the million dollar question is, well, if it's free and they are still constantly developing and making new versions and new features and all this stuff, well, how do they make money? I will drink water now. Now, the reason why how Blender makes money is from donors. Blender is a foundation, and they have to ask for donors for companies or people to give them money monthly. Actually, if you go to the Blender right now, you will see them. Yeah, they ask you for a little donation, and honestly, if I could, I would give them money. Um, but also, like you can see in with the page of the donors, they have really big donors like Google, Nvidia, all these many people. So there is where they make money Blender from. So there has been this thing because recently they announced their newest donor, being Anthropic. Anthropic, it's an AI company. I recently made a video of them in this channel, and they have become a donors for OpenAI, sorry, for Blender and the Blender Foundation. I don't know the exact number. I think it was around like 400 no hundred sorry, $420,000 yearly, something like that. They said like it was like to afford full time for developers full time a year, something like that. So people saw this and people got mad, because Anthropic is one of the big companies, big AI companies right now. They are real part of the AI bubble, and yeah, they really don't like AI companies being inside of Blender. I need water. So, in my opinion, personal opinion, number one, Anthropic doesn't have Gen AI. Yeah, they have the tech stuff. Yeah, they have the coding stuff. They don't have image video generator. They don't have that, or audio generator. They don't have that. So to make like that's why I honestly, that's why I make these videos, because like maybe because I wanted to stay myself open and say that, yeah, I don't like these technologies. Yeah, I don't like how the things they are making with these technologies. I don't like anything about this. I am really negative about this. I already told my story, how I started to get informed myself about this. And honestly, that's why I am making these videos, to share that information, to not gatekeep, to share it for someone to watch it. Anyways, so even though Anthropic doesn't have Gen AI, and I know most people don't know Anthropic doesn't have generative image, video, or audio, I understand people getting mad. People don't like it. Don't like that Anthropic is being a donor right now, or Anthropic having parts on the company. But this is the thing. Personally, like I saw the news, I also got mad. But then I started to think, and I think it's like all right. The thing is this: the biggest difference from being a donor than a shareholder in a company. Donors, they just give money. They don't have a say in the company. They cannot change how the operations are going to change in the company. They cannot do anything about that. All right, they cannot change the the course of the company. They cannot change anything. The only decisions these companies can make is how much money they want to give, and if any money. If one day they say, you know what, it's over, and Blender really can't do anything about that. A shareholder and the stock market, I understand people seeing, oh, they are the donors, therefore they have a stake in the company. No, that's more, the stock market, being a shareholder, all that stuff. It's different. It's different. Honestly, it's completely different. And number two, Anthropic isn't the first AI company to be a donor for Blender, and that one, it's getting it's the really important thing. I think the other AI company, it was like two or three, I don't remember. One of them being a company called Meshi.ai. It's a company that has a page where you can put an image and AI generate a 3D model. Now, a little, side opinion about that. I saw it also, and I think like my problem is personal thing that the problem my personal problem with that page is their advertisement. Because honestly, what is the difference from that page to a 3D scanner? A 3D scanner, you know how those works. They take a lot of pictures, and then from that pictures generate the 3D model. It's the same thing, just instead of having a scanner or whatever. I think there is one called um let me see the name real quick. There is one called Polycam. It's the same thing, the thing of Meshi one that they use the image generator to generate the other parts of the image you're giving. And that my problem with that, and only but the thing is like, if they market themselves how it is this 3D scanner, but now it's all, now instead of having a physical 3D scanner, you just put the image and that's it. All right, I think it could be useful for some stuff, but because they are selling, like I saw this when I used to use Twitter. I saw this post they made and said that, oh, you no longer need 3D programs or 3D whatever. You only need Mesh AI. And that's my problem with the company. I don't like it how they market that. That's why, because of that, uh, I saw many people giving backlash to the company, and many people don't like because of the marketing. If they market themselves as a 3D scanner, that would be a whole different story. But we are living in the AI bubble. Everyone wants to be AI. Everyone wants to do AI. Anyways, quote unquote AI. So, they are donors to Blender. And honestly, like I saw that, and in my personal opinion is that, well, number one, Blender is so good, and companies cannot deny it's so good. Even AI companies that have a stake in generative AI and creative AI or whatever, um, they recognize, yeah, Blender is here to stay, and we want to give them money, and for example, even I saw Netflix and Netflix Animation are now donors for Blender. And yeah, like even like the CEO saying, oh, We want to put AI in everywhere. Dude, dude, then why you are giving money to Blender? Anyways, so that's my opinion. Like, they don't have a stake in the company, they cannot control the company, they cannot change anything about the company. They are just giving money. And actually, like in the narrative overall, you could say, hey, if truly AI will take over creatives and artists and whatever, why AI is giving money to Blender, you know? But that is not what happened. And what happened next is that Blender, so the back, I don't even will say the backlash, but so the people that didn't like this, because it's not even a partnership. They are just giving money. Anyways, so it's whatever. Um, so they didn't like that. Blender put the stance. They say you're right. We don't like generative AI. We have to give a message that generative AI is against our values and our things and things Blender represents. So we notify Anthropic that we will no longer receive money from them. They receive the first wave of donations, I guess, from them, and that's it. They are no longer going to give them that. Then I saw the reaction, like they say, "Oh wait, you have Messi, do you have Messi?" And they recently removed Messi from the donors, so maybe they remove that also, and that's it. Now, like I already gave you my opinion. I honestly like, if you can, please give a donation to Blender. If you can, if you are in the means to give, $1, $2 a month, that would be amazing for Blender, because honestly they make a risk, an economic risk, for the community, and I think that talks a lot about Blender. And if you didn't know, I saw recently that the CEO of Blender resigned, and this is the new one. And honestly, like seeing all these um seeing all these new CEOs leaning too much into AI. I see, like for example, Adobe is a great example. Like Adobe wanting to put AI in everything they do. Like great, I saw they recently put like a blend, like a Photoshop extension where you can turn around every image with AI, and you turn around the image and it looks like shit. um, Unity also wants to put Midjourney inside of Unity. Autodesk, they haven't done anything. Also, what's the other one? Unreal Engine, they haven't done anything related with AI. Except the CEO of Epic Games is an AI sucker. So yeah, um, they honestly, like, great for Blender. My opinion is that even if Anthropic stayed as a donor, I wouldn't have a problem with that. And the other thing is, like, I really don't like the being, how do you say, the moralist debater about this. I saw some comments of, well, you have Nvidia and Google as your donors. They are doing AI also, so what's a deal there? And things like, dude, we're talking about money. Like, honestly, like the biggest, for what I have seen, the biggest the biggest jump for people to do 3D stuff and use your Blender is because it's free. And if you have to remove these donors, they will have to make Blender for cost. Maybe one time purchase, maybe a subscription. But the point is, it will no longer be free if they decided to delete all their donors. But like, I understand keeping Blender and be like, Anthropic is a fully AI company. Meshi is also a fully AI company. Google and Nvidia. I I, I am I am working right now in the video about explaining every AI company. I am promising it's coming. Is I will record that this week, hopefully. But things like Nvidia is not, like, yeah, they're making money, but their business is data centers. Their business are chips, are hardware, not really software, you know. So yeah, I understand Google, yeah, they are betting too much into AI, but things like when the bubble burst, um, they will stop doing AI. Like, come on, they are burning money in fucking bio. No one is using bio. No one is using the generative stuff. You know, no one is using Nano Banana. Honestly, like the people that are using Nano Banana and bio or whatever are people that one, the same people that buy NFTs and then love Elon Musk, or creative companies or creative industries that are scared of losing out, or are scared of this company of these technologies. Anyways, I think so. Like there, no, in the community of Blender, there is this guy named Blender Guru. He has the biggest, the most famous, and Blender tutorial is a tutorial where you make a donut. And it was so famous that if you didn't know the movie that came like 3 years ago, the everywhere, everything all at once. The main, I don't know, object in the movie is like a bagel. That bagel is from the tutorial. So he makes some comments about he's against the decision from Blender because he thinks like, well, many people are embracing AI into software, Adobe or whatever. So yeah, I like he's saying all that and saying like, oh, this is a bad decision from Blender, and they say like in the future, like when someone makes something faster and better with clankers, um, Blender will be left behind. I really disagree. The thing is, like, this guy has been really in the middle with all this stuff. I don't follow him too much, but like I have seen him all over the spectrum. These few things I have seen him is one fully embracing it from fear, others from excitement, others because of being like, yeah, I don't think it is like something will go away, the bubble, whatever. Who knows? But the thing in reality, the thing is, like I said in the Yov video, like what should you study right now? That honestly it was a bad title, honestly. Um, the thing is like, yeah, like the bubble is a fact. The bubble is going to happen, but the fact right now is we do not know the future. We don't know if these things are going away i- because they are so expensive. We don't know if um they are going to stay even though the bubble happen. We do not know. That's a fact. We do not know. So making a decision in mind, like I would say, make your decision, know your facts, I- inform yourself, not only from me but other people. I will be doing that playlist. I always forget, but they will be doing that playlist. So yeah, um, I don't know. Like if like the reality is, these things, these clankers are here right now. Do what you want with that information. You do what you want about your future based on that information. If you're going to embrace them, if you're not going to not. Personally, I don't like them. I don't use them. I think they are stupid. Um, but anyways, that's everything I had to say. And that thing literally happened today, so maybe I'm going to post it in next day. I don't know. Anyways, goodbye.